Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon to you. This is Osama Makatif, a regional sales manager for Middle East and Africa markets. Today we'll talk about our new series of PV modules. It's the Vertex 1. It's a new era for TrinaSolar and for the PV industry. A brief introduction about TrinaSolar. Trina founded back in 1997. We have shipped more than 50 giga of PV solar modules. We have more than 3 gigawatt of connected solar projects to the grid. We are available in more than 100 countries all over the world. We have more than 13,000 of employees. Our headquarters in Changzhou City in China. We have 5 factories in China. We have 2 factories overseas in Vietnam and Thailand. As for the Middle East and Africa region, our regional office is in Dubai in the UAE. Myself located in Amman, Jordan. As for the innovation and reliability, Trina comes. We have invested more than $1 billion for the R&D till end of last year. We have more than 20 world records. We participate in 99 of standards establishments. We have more than 1700 patents applied, more than 60 governmental research projects all over the world, and for sure we are fully bankable, and this is according to the Bloomberg New Energy Finance. According to the IRENA, by 2050, in the upcoming 30 years, we'll have the renewable energy contents on the total power generation up to 86%. As for the solar, we'll have around 8.5 tetrawatt by 2050. So we'll see an increase investment and a huge investment for the solar industry. As for this, we need more advanced technology, more smart technology, and more efficient PV modules. What will keep the utilities and developers to keep invest in the solar industry and build more power plants? Of course, it's the LCOE, the level cost of energy. In the last 10 years from this graph, we can see that the level cost of energy dropped in a percent of 77, and we are expecting in the next 10 years this range will goes more down, and we can see a level cost of energy in the range of 2 to 8 cents. And for Middle East region, we are really seeing these figures now with some special terms and conditions of these projects. A low LCOE and how to get a competitive LCOE. From its formula, we can see that it's the total cost divided by the total power generation with some other items. In order to get a competitive total cost, we need a competitive cost of the PV module. We need to reduce the balance of system, and for sure we need to minimize the risk of the operation and maintenance, and this can happen with having a high reliability PV modules, high power output of PV modules, and for this we can get more and more competitive LCOE, and this can attract more utilities and developers to invest more on it. As for the key features of the Vertex series, as we said before, the power bin, it will be up to 500, 505. the efficiency up to 21%. It will has a high reliability, and this will be seen from the lower first year degradation and the years following the first year. Its power warranty up to 30 years. It will has a high power generation, an excellent temperature coefficient, and low radiation performance. As for the bifacial type, will have more power generation from the backside in the range of 5 to 30%, depends on the mounting system for this PV module. Either it will be on the fixed structure or on the tracker system. How we accomplish and reach this high power pin and high efficiency PV module? For sure we used the large wafer cells, which is the 210 millimeters. We are using the non-destructive cutting. We are having the third cut cells. We are not having the half cut cells technology as previous series. As for the busbar technology, we are continue to use our multi-busbar technology. For this specific module, we are having 10 busbars. And in order to improve the module efficiency, we are having the high density encapsulation technology, which will lead to minimize the space between the cells. As said before, it will lead to improve the efficiency and to minimize the risk of micro cracks. What are the benefits of having third cut cells in this new series? As you can see from this table, the I short circuit, it will be 12 ampere, so there is an improvement for it. The open circuit voltage, it will be 51 volt, a little bit increase, but not that much that will affect the string length. And for the major point, as for the process risk, for the micro cracks, there will be no major risk for the micro cracks, as it will be normal one compared to the fourth cut or to the half cell or to the full cell module. About the non-destructive cutting which we are applying to the new series of Vertex. In the past, the laser cut or the laser melting process used to be along with a high temperature process, which will lead to rough cutting surfaces and non-smooth lines. As for our Vertex series, we are applying the non-destructive cut, which will be with low temperature process, which will lead to smooth cutting surfaces and no cracks or tough lines. As for the mechanical performance for the third cut cells of the Vertex series, as you see from the graph here, the non-destructive test will maintain the high withstand of the mechanical performance pressure. What are the benefits of the multi-busbar technology? The multi-busbar technology we are applying to the Vertex series and to the other PV modules has a wire busbar. For this specific series, we are having 10 busbars. For the wire busbar, it will collect more electron from the cell service, which will lead to more current, more power, more module efficiency improvement. And this is compared to the flat ribbon, which other suppliers are using for their 5 busbar cells technology. For the wire busbar, it will has a less shading effect, a less light trapping effect, and its series, the cell series, it will has a lower percentage of 10 to 15%, and it will be clear here from the pictures on the right. The last technical key features of the Vertex series is the high density encapsulation technology. As said before, the space between the cells less than 0.5 millimeters for the Vertex series, while it used to be in the past for other series 2 millimeters. And for the shingling technology, which also is a new technology, the space is in the range of minus 0.2 to minus 0.5, so the cells are overlapping each other, which will lead to the effect of micro cracks. So we are using the perfect high density encapsulation technology to keep the balance of the PV module itself and its operating temperature as well, and the less chance of having a micro cracks. For the saving on the balance of system and the LCOE, this is from our projects in China. This is an example from our projects in China. As you can see, the Vertex series will has a less balance of system in the range of 6 to 8%, while for the LCOE it will be less than 3 to 4%. This is compared to the previous series, the 450 watt, the 166 millimeter cells. This is a more detailed breakdown of the improvement in the balance of system. We are comparing the Vertex series to the previous series, the 450 watt. As for the number of modules, there is an improvement of 18%, number of strings 15% improvement, for the number of combiner boxes 14%, total columns and foundation for the structure or the trackers it's 10%. As for the area for the land, it will be an improvement of 6%, and for the cable length you will save around 11%. The Vertex series will be in mass production when it will be released, available on the market by July this year. By early Q3 it will be available. We already had some deals, had some agreements with customers in the Middle East, and we expect to have more than 5 gigawatt of this Vertex series in the second half of 2020.